few things. I have to turn on my backlight, DJ. This is so much work.
Yeah. It's very dark in your room.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think whenever I get like a new like office and not connected, because now I gotta like mess with my camera a little bit.
Oh, my back is killing me.
There we go. Yeah, I think once I get like a new office to be able to like set everything up, it'll look a lot better, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. So this is what we stuck with.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Um So I was editing a few clips from last week's not last week's, but the last episode that we had out.
Yeah.
And it was the what gets wet while drying riddle.
Oh.
I had it going through my speakers and Lonnie was in the bathroom. He pops his out. I goes, "What did you say?"
Yeah. Did you show him all the riddles and like the questions? And he was looking at you like,
no, I was editing the math one.
mm-hmm.
I didn't hear that one, so I'm curious what his thoughts are gonna be for that one.
Yeah, because bruh,
I don't know
how
what to
many
tell you.
inches are in 2 yards?
You know what? I just did this clip and I already forget what it is. Ooh, let me text him.
How'd you already forget? That's crazy.
Because I think it was 72.
Yeah, it is 72.
See, I didn't forget. I just told myself that I forgot so that if I got it wrong, I wouldn't feel bad.
Sure. I think you actually forgot, and then you were like, let me quickly type what 36 times 2 is.
No, my food just got here.
Mm-hmm.
So I just texted Lonnie. No.
Okay.
I have a few things that I want to talk about today. Are you ready? Are you prepped?
Yeah, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I got home after seeing the new
I took
baby.
a nap.
I slept for 5 hours.
Okay,
I literally woke up like 20 minutes before we had to record.
so I need you to do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
I need you to take your hand and feel the back of your head. Is it smooth or do you have like a little knot there?
What do you mean?
Like a little bump.
I mean, my hat probably gets in the way.
So move your hat and like feel the back of your head. Do you feel a bump? Like, do you feel like a little bump? Or do
Like
you
it
have
goes inward?
No, like that's normal. But like, do you feel like a bump?
No.
Oh, dang it. So apparently, if you have a bump, you have like Neanderthal blood in you. And I was really hoping you had one. So I
No.
can I could go around calling you a Neanderthal and not be wrong.
No.
I know the
Like,
DNA lives in like almost every single person, but like the traits showing, I think, is different.
are you talking about like where the skull meets the neck or no?
Hmm. Do you have a bump there?
Because it like, I don't know how to
Because
describe
that might be your spine.
I don't know how to describe it. No, it's not. No. Like I don't feel a bump like on the back of my neck at all. But I'm talking about like I'm trying to figure out how to do it to the camera. Like you know how your like head will go like that or whatever. Like you have that whole like half circle, right? But then like it goes like do that divot for the neck, kind of. I don't know how to describe it without like actually having a picture from the side profile. So
Yeah, no, it's like instead of like it being flat here, it would have like a little stick out.
oh yeah, no, I don't have that. Yeah, no. Sorry. Do you?
No.
Mm. One of us was bound to be a Neanderthal, I thought.
Yeah, you're.
Why am I the smart one?
Ah,
But I mean, I am the one that's more likely that could survive in the wild. So there's that too.
where is that coming from?
Let's be honest.
I
I could
could
survive in
survive
the
in
wild.
the. Okay, first of all, that's a. I've been training for that my entire life.
Surviving in the wild.
Marty was a like adamant the world is going to end type of dude and
Hmm.
had multiple conversations with us growing up
Hmm.
about what to do if all technology turned off and like the world went into like blackness.
Do you know how to start a fire?
Yes.
Multiple ways.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Not just flint and steel, not just a lighter.
Yes.
So you know how to use like a magnifying glass, cotton, and then
Yes.
like hand sanitizer and like that.
Okay, I didn't know about the hand sanitizer one, but I knew the cotton and
Well, you
the.
can douse a cotton swab in like hand sanitizer.
I was always just gonna use liquor because I always have liquor
Yeah,
around.
I mean alcohol. I mean in general
But I
works.
mean, it makes sense because it has alcohol in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
the fact that you okay,
No kisses for you. Haha.
just gonna.
Rejected by your man's. That's crazy. That is crazy.
At
You get
least I
Taco Bell?
have a man, okay?
I don't want a man.
Yeah, but you want a girl, and you don't got one of those either.
Yeah, no. But to be fair, all the girls around us kind of they ain't the ones that for me. Like
Okay,
they fake.
so you can bleep out the town name, but
Hmm.
did you hear about the in love with the?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
Okay, so little
bro, that's
background to anybody
wild.
listening. This guy went to and like what was it, a drive-through order?
Yeah, it was so he was in the drive-through, and you know how in the drive-through they have like people standing out. It's no longer an intercom.
No, it's
It's
people standing outside.
yeah, like in person. So it's not like, be jumbled or whatever. But
And the amount of times I've been and they've asked me how do I spell my name?
yeah, I mean, I feel like this kid definitely was new. They said he was a minor in like 15 or 16 or
Yeah,
something
but
like
they
that.
also didn't do any like anyways, what happened was he's going through the drive-through and he gives his name. And instead of writing down his name or asking what his name, like if he could repeat it or how to spell it or anything, he types in monkey.
Yeah.
And this is a black man.
Should we say what the dude's name was though, or no?
Eh, I
I
wasn't
mean,
going to.
technically it's in the news article.
That's true.
So I
His name
mean,
is
his name,
Marquise,
yeah.
and they
But
typed
like,
in monkey.
yeah, like I mean, honestly, I don't know how you would get that from there, but like at the same time, like, bro, even if you didn't hear him properly, you can always just ask again or be like,
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
could
can
you
you
spell
please
that
repeat
for
that?
me?
Yeah.
Like anything.
And
Like,
like, so he wasn't going to do anything because he like complained,
mhm.
but didn't like give any sort of like reprimand to this kid.
I mean, I think they wrote him up, but he wanted them to fire him.
Yeah. Which
But
here's
they
my okay.
he was just like, nah, we're not gonna fire him because it's a minor and yada yada yada. So like,
So, as somebody that has worked in that town, um, I'm not shocked, honestly. Like
that happened.
yeah, I worked at a restaurant down there where it was highly racist.
I mean, I'm a little shocked. Well, okay, I'm not shocked because of the place it is. Let's be honest. There's been a lot of bad stuff that's come out of there, like especially over COVID and all that.
Hmm.
Like in the past, 4 years, 5 years, something like that, there's been a lot of, like, drama that comes out with that specific one. So I'm really not surprised about that. I'd be surprised if it was, like, any of the other, like, quick chains that are close by to it,
Yeah.
but, like, that one specifically, nah, I'm not surprised.
I'm not shocked with the area that is in.
No.
I'm not shocked with like the restaurant that it is.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if you actually said the restaurant or not
I
already.
did.
Okay. I just couldn't remember. That's why I was just,
I
like,
did.
kinda hold off on saying it because I didn't wanna, like
Can you bleep it out though? Because
yeah, I didn't wanna give a bad name to, like, the actual you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I don't feel like being sued.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm not surprised that they aren't gonna do anything about it really, except
I'm
for
not
wake the
either.
kid up.
Listen, they don't do nobody does anything in those types of like industries.
No. No, which is real sad. Surprisingly, they look out for their employees more than their customers, which is weird in my opinion. Considering every place that I've worked has always looked out for the customers over their employees.
The amount of times I've been blatantly disrespected
Yeah.
in front of a manager by a customer, and the manager just looks at me and goes, "How can we better address this next time?"
Mhm.
Address what? Them being me?
Yeah.
You're lucky I didn't punch them.
Mhm. I I don't wanna talk about some of the people that I still deal with right now, mainly because I don't wanna, like, out where I work, but, like, don't get me wrong, I don't think anybody's gonna be watching, like, from my customer bases, basically, because
You
all my
never know.
customer bases is, like, 50 and up, basically,
You
but
never know.
yeah, exactly, that's why I'm like, I don't know,
My whole thing is okay, so I know we already talked about this, but I want to talk about this again.
mhm,
The whole what I was saying about Rihanna earlier when I was like, because I was listening to 2000s music when I was
mhm,
working out today. First of all, I didn't even realize how much I love to like dance and like do little shimmies and everything because music, like the music coming out now, doesn't make me want to do that.
no, it's pretty boring.
It's depressing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't to be fair, I haven't heard any new music that's come out in the past, like, 4 years, 5 years, something like that. I
I
think I stopped
have, and it's
listening to
like
new music after, like, 3 years after I got out of high school.
I have, and it's like, dude. And don't get me wrong, I love Doja Cat.
I haven't
And
listened to
Little
anything from
Nas and like a lot of the new artists. Like they have some really good songs. I'm not gonna sit here and say they don't have good songs, but it's
mhm,
like in 2000s you had good music,
mhm,
and then you also had the unhinged feral out there making the club music. You had Kesha, Shakira,
mhm.
Rihanna, Miley Cyrus.
I think the best eras or not era, but, like, the best, like, time for music, like, we had a good stretch of, like, 30, 40 years, I think,
Yeah,
from, I think, like, 74 to 2014
yeah.
is probably
Um,
the
I'd give it to like 2016. 2015 had a lot of really, really good songs like Broccoli,
oh, yeah, yeah.
Cheerleader.
Wait,
Like
did that whole Panda one come out back when I was still in high school, or
Panda came out when I went to college.
okay, so then that one was 2016 as well, probably.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I just aged the myself.
You're younger than me.
Yeah. So you really just aged yourself.
You're younger than me by a couple years. Chill out. I'm not like I don't honestly, I don't give a my age is shit. So, like,
But I miss
honestly, I
that.
look good for my age, if I'm gonna be honest. So I don't even care.
I miss that music. I
Yeah.
miss the unhinged feral music.
Mhm.
Bring it back.
It won't get brought back,
I know it
sadly.
won't, but it needs to be. I miss it.
Mhm.
Lady Gaga, when she was like the meat outfit.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about that outfit, bro. Like, we was focused on the outfits. We weren't even focused on the music. Like, the music was never bad. We were just like making fun of the outfits alone. That was it. It was all it was.
Because she wore a literal dress made of meat.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I
That
was
was a
thinking of
wild
like,
time.
like I was at my job and like I heard a song from Lord come on, and I was just like, bruh. And it's because you know what pisses me off? They do the whole entire like eras playlist. I'm like, this isn't even that
Oh,
old. Like the decades playlist
okay.
like that.
This might be, listen, I'm sorry, Swifties, and ahead of time.
I don't.
But y'all need to pipe the down sometimes.
I'm sorry. I don't care for Taylor Swift at all.
I
I
don't
don't.
listen. I've listened to Taylor Swift since she was on American Idol. Like I was
Mhm.
with her through her country era all the way to now. Like I don't have an issue with Taylor Swift. I've never had an issue with Taylor Swift. But my issue is when y'all start attacking vocalists like Miley Cyrus and saying like, "Oh, Taylor Swift has more range." I'm sorry. No, he doesn't. No, the
Y'all,
actual he doesn't.
y'all missed that entire Hannah Montana phase, bro.
Clearly,
Like,
Hannah
bro.
Montana bangers like.
Hmm. Like, y'all, she's gone through so much.
Like,
Like,
I'm sorry. The only reason why y'all feel so comfortable saying that is because Taylor Swift never, like, don't get me wrong, Taylor Swift had her struggles.
fry go down wrong.
No, I have like a tickle in the back of my throat.
What are you eating,
Um,
by the way?
hmm?
What are you eating?
Checkers,
I hate you. I can hate you.
Baconzilla.
I want checkers.
And
I
the
haven't
fridge.
had checkers in
I got it for the first time in
years.
like months
It's
last
been
night. And then I
weird.
was like, I kind of want more checkers. So I got myself more. Um, but back to what I was saying.
Hmm.
The only reason, because somebody was talking about how Used to Be Young came out a year ago today. Mind you, I listened to that song and that song brought me to years. People are like,
Hmm.
oh, Flowers is better, or like the album that she released after like her and Liam officially broke up. And I'm like, y'all had to be banging with Miley Cyrus from the jump to understand like the impact of the fucking song.
Hmm.
In all reality, but to sit here and be like, oh, Taylor Swift has more range, oh, like Taylor Swift this, Taylor Swift that, underneath the post about it, like get the like, I'm sorry, Miley Cyrus is literally ostracized.
Hmm.
She was a child actress who with Disney had to literally like wrecking ball her way out of it.
Well, it's not even just that. Like, she was already living under like the shadow of her what father,
Father,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
Billy Ray Cyrus, yep.
Hmm. So
And
like,
now they're not even close anymore because of the
yeah,
whole divorce with her parents. And she
like
took her mom's side.
she
And he
had to
said
make a
some
huge ass
really
name for herself.
nasty things about her
Hmm.
afterwards. And it's like, you also have to think about like what that did to her because her and her dad were so close growing up.
Yeah.
And like her and her sister were like besties, but Noah took Billy Ray's side. And so now she's like, it's literally a split.
Hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. Like I can't with it.
Mm-mm.
Like at a certain point, like shut the up and sit down.
Yeah.
Like it's that plain and simple.
That and like, right. The fact that Swifties can like basically cancel people because of the fact that they have such a big following is so annoying.
Not only
That's so
that, but it's
annoying.
like I love Taylor Swift with like my whole heart, but like all of her songs are about breakups.
Yeah, bro, like do something else. Like this is also another reason I don't like country music is because it's usually about the same over and over again, so it's not changing much. Like do something different,
Yeah.
please. Like anything
Like I said, I don't
at
have an
all.
issue with Taylor Swift. I was actually kind of upset that I couldn't go on the Eras tour but yeah, I don't know. That's just like my little opinion.
Hmm. But also with Lady Gaga though too. Not even just the meat dress. You remember when like everybody was like not sure who she was with or whatever, and like she was doing like an alter ego type thing and everything. like like there was so much like lore behind all of these artists back then. But now it's like eh,
Okay, do
like
you remember when Brandon Urie was gay?
no.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember Brennan Urie.
Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't really listen to Panic at the Disco that much.
Ah!
Like,
Okay, hold on.
there's a lot of stuff I don't listen to.
What was the song?
Don't get me wrong, like I used to listen to Panic at the Disco like back in the day, but
Was
I
it
didn't
I
know
Write
any of the
Sins Not
actual
Tragedies?
what?
Or
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be wrong about because this isn't gonna be Panic at the Disco, I'm pretty sure. But like Black Parade is not Panic at the
My
Disco. That's what it was,
Chemical
yeah.
Romance.
Dude, I haven't listened to anything like that from since like
The
20
disappointment I
2015.
feel right now.
Why are you disappointed? I got out of my emo goth phase back then.
It's not a phase, Mom. It's a lifestyle.
First of all, don't ever call me mom again, you weirdo. All right, let's get that straight. Fix that right now, okay? Second of all, it's a phase. It's a phase.
My phase is going on 26 years strong.
Yeah, your phase is just it's something. It's something. I don't know how your phase is stuck this strong. My phase quickly got revoked after 4 years of high school. What?
Revoked.
Removed, revoked, taken away, stopped, came
By
to a
you?
halt. Yeah,
Okay, then you just stopped it. You didn't.
no, I revoked it from my past.
Anyways,
I moved it from my past. I act like it doesn't exist. It's a whole entire separate formation of me that is no longer me. Thank you very much. Don't let that define me ever again. Oh man. So how's it going?
anyways,
What's
yeah.
up?
I remember. Hold on.
Yeah. No, like My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco, Linkin Park, um, Three Doors Down.
Okay, this is all from like
Uh,
2017.
I can't remember other ones. Imagine Drag. I
Okay,
still listen
apparently
to
he
a little
came
bit
out
of
as
Imagine
pansexual, but I'm almost positive I remember in like middle school him being like gay. I could be wrong. I could also be thinking about somebody completely different.
Drag. I think you are thinking of somebody completely different.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't think it was Brennan Urie. I think it was. I don't know who, but I don't think it was. Yeah, I for sure don't think it was him. But I think I know who you're talking about. Um, I don't know because the only reason I don't think it was him is because of the fact that what's his face? I'm pretty sure had a thing for him when he was just like,
Oh,
yeah,
maybe that's why I was thinking of
yeah.
him.
But I'm pretty sure he had a thing for him, but it was not.
We're talking about the same person.
I think we were talking about the same person. Starts with a
Thou who
T.
shall not be named.
Yeah.
Okay. Lord Voldemort.
Your thou shall who shall not be named. Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
I
That
think that's
that one.
hilarious. I'm sorry. It's still shocking me. I know this is from this morning when we were at the gym. It still shocks me that like people our age are just now reading the Harry Potter books. Have you never read the Harry Potter books?
No. When's the last time you seen me read a book?
That is
Besides,
true. We have
like
had this
besides, like,
conversation.
a manga.
We have had this conversation.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah. When's the last time you've seen me read a book? Like,
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen you read a book.
literally the only reason I've read a book recently is because that 75 hard challenge. That's the only reason I've
I
read a
don't
book.
think I think in my head canon, you've never read a book in your life.
I used to read all the time back in elementary school,
And
like,
then there's
all
me.
the time.
I got 2 new books today.
I would go through 3 books a day when I was in elementary school.
I got 2 new books today.
I don't know if I wanna know them because it's most likely one smut for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Soul
And
of a
then
Witch is
huh?
100%. Soul of a Witch, 100% smut. It's demons.
Okay.
And then the other one is about 2 gods who are
So they're both smut. Alright, cool. Why do you love smut so much?
It's not all smut. It's not.
There's lore behind it. Yeah,
Okay,
there's
first of
still
all,
slight, like
the demon one, it's like 50-50, honestly. With this one, I don't know. Like, in all reality, the entire series was finished in the very first book, but they just gave the other side characters their own books.
Mhm,
So it's all the same story, just happening all at once and whatever.
mhm.
Um, the other one, it's like a 5-book series. It's actually 2 different series that are like linked together. So if anybody has read the Blood and Ash series, I'm talking about the Seraphina and Ash series. The newest book of that one came out this month.
I know nothing of that stuff.
It's really good. It's actually like Lonnie actually really likes it. The first book, there was only 1 chapter of it. Like this series, like I don't actually consider it smut. It's just I like to like with you.
My knowledge of, like, books is what you and my gym partner tell me.
So smut.
Smut and some other stuff. Some other weird, like, assassin type adventures or something.
Yes, that's Throne
Which,
of
I mean, I'm
Glass.
not complaining about it. It's just like I'm like, it's the best I'm gonna get. This is the closest I'm gonna get to reading a book. Like, just listening to you guys talk about books. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying books are bad or anything like that. Like, I really did used to love reading books, but then I think my teachers hate doing it because of the fact that they force you to read books for assignments.
Not only that, but they're not even like good books.
No, they were trash ass books.
Like I'm sorry, update your damn reading
The
list.
only ones that I was okay with, like, or happy about reading was, like, Lord of the Flies and, uh,
I gotta read The Hobbit in high school for a report.
I did not. I had to read I mean, okay, so I was okay with The Great Gatsby, I was okay with Lord of the Flies, and then I was okay with The Outsiders.
I read Of Mice and Men,
That I was
To
okay
Kill a
with too.
Mockingbird.
That
I
too. That I was okay with too.
Of Mice and Men or To Kill a Mockingbird.
Both.
To Kill
I
a
was okay with.
Mockingbird, I was like, about.
I was fine with it just because it was I mean, it's been a minute, but, like, I do remember it slightly, but
Of
Kill a
Mice and
Mockingbird, I
Men,
think I
the
liked.
ending kind of just made me upset.
I was really sad
I didn't like
because
the ending. I was like, I feel like that could have gone like a different way than like you literally killing, like,
it was Lenny, right?
yeah,
Lenny and his, like, younger brother or something,
yeah.
or older brother, yeah.
It was his
Like
younger brother, but he was like special needs.
yeah, and it was during the Great Depression,
Yep.
so
The Great Gatsby, I never read, but I watched the movie and
that's
I still don't
surprising.
understand it.
So, they told us, we had to we read The Great Gatsby, and then we watched the old version of it, and then we watched the new version of it. So and we had to,
Listen,
like, compare and contrast all 3 of them.
I watched the new one.
Mhm.
I still not read the book. It still don't make sense to me. Lonnie tried to explain it to me, and I said, why did they drive each other's cars and then on the way back drive their own cars? Makes no sense. Why did they even go up there? I was like, none of this part of this movie is making sense to me. Like towards the end when they run over the lady from the gas station.
I don't know why I can't remember that.
I don't know, it was towards the end of the movie. I haven't read the book. If anybody else can explain this to me, I personally just don't understand it. So
Yeah, I don't know why I can't remember that shit. I mean, it's been like 14 years since I read it, or 12 years since I
it's
read it.
been a few years since I watched the movie, but I'm just like I don't understand the movie. I don't
I
get it.
mean,
Okay, completely off topic. I have a question. What
I,
what is up with the little like alien pod that drops down on your farm in Stardew and like it breaks out once it's done incubating? What is that?
what are you talking about? I've never had that happen.
Oh, I guess that's what the update then. Never mind. And like I have an empty pod and it's just I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of events that I've never experienced. Like, I love Stardew, but like, I never get lucky enough with the events to experience them. Like, I've never had a fairy, grow my crops.
There's
I've
a
never
fairy
had
that can grow your crops.
crops overnight. Yeah, it'll
Oh,
like select a few crops and like instantly grow them to their max.
oh, hmm, must be
Um,
nice.
yeah, no, right?
Yeah,
I've
I had like
never,
an alien spaceship like drop off a pod near my coop.
yeah, never had that. Never had the asteroid events.
I had an
Um,
asteroid on my farm.
yeah, I've never had that shit happen. And then there's some other events that apparently happen that I've also still never experienced. The only thing that I've experienced is that whole green rain
Yeah,
that
and that's like a
that's
common
with
one.
the update. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
like that's gonna happen at some point, like
Yeah, it
during your
happens like every
experience.
year.
Yeah,
Because it just happened again on my farm during the fall I don't remember when it happens, but it happened on my
yeah,
farm again.
but I've never had like any of these other things like happen. I'm
Okay. So
like
great. I
where's
just
my luck?
have a little alien dude running around somewhere apparently. I'm
He might
wondering.
be maybe he's in the desert.
Oh, I haven't gone to check the desert since it like came out.
Yeah, because there's
Because I'm doing other stuff. Because I was trying to get the community center done, so I was doing other stuff.
mhm.
So that might be it.
He might be like by the casino there because of Mr. Q, I think his name is.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
You haven't done the quest yet for Mr. Q?
Reach level 25? No.
What? No.
Or is it the 10 beats?
10 beats.
Yeah, I have to wait for fall.
Yeah.
I got
But,
that like at the end of fall
mm,
of this year. And I was like, I don't. Pierre wasn't even selling fall crops anymore.
yeah. So you did though go into the tunnel, the like whatever, the tunnel and then put the battery pack in the thing
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
got the note
I
and
did that,
then
and
go
then I went
sell.
and put the thing in the train box, and now I
Yeah.
got to do the 10 beats, but I gotta wait.
And put it in the mayor's fridge. That's so stupid. You have to put it in the mayor's fridge. What's the significance of that?
I don't know.
Does he hate beets?
Maybe. I just got the last dwarf scroll as well. Listen, today was a very busy day for me in Stardew. I finished the community center and I got all 4 dwarf scrolls today. I'm
Good job.
currently trying to get pregnant. Oh, and I had a new baby sheep. Not like in real life, like in the game. I want to have a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
understand.
feel very. I'm back in for those who aren't aware. I'm back in school. I am so drained. I'm so
Mhm.
tired. I still got to do schoolwork after this.
And
Like that's the reason why we didn't listen. Full transparency, I cried last week. I
yeah,
cried over school.
she called me, cried.
Actually, I was screaming at that point.
Yeah, you're right. You called your sister and cried,
Yes.
and then afterwards called me and were just really angry.
Yes.
Yeah, and
So
vented.
that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Whereas me, I've been working my ass off, like working out, so that I could pass the CPAT
Listen,
for the fireman shit, and
we're
I
gonna
passed
do
first
that
try.
video I sent you.
Yeah, I don't know if we will. I
We will.
don't know if you can do it.
I think I can do it.
I don't know if you can.
I think I can.
Have you done that with Lonnie?
He won't let me.
How much does Lonnie weigh?
Actually, I don't know.
I think he weighs less than me, right? He might weigh more than me.
Okay, hold on, pause. I have to read the story that my friend posted about our horseback riding experience yesterday.
Okay.
She goes, the experience wasn't forgettable. The owner didn't allow phone usage after knowing I was there to create content. She had the incorrect times for the event and it shortened our trail ride, was extremely rude in her delivery, and overall didn't make a comfortable experience. The attendees were more than enough to make this an enjoyable activity, so I appreciate their company and flexibility to the change. I consider hosting another horseback riding event because of its popularity, but after this experience, I have to find another location.
So did she mainly not like it because of the owner and then the fact that she couldn't record?
The owner was like trash, DJ. I mean, from the moment I got there to the moment I left, like
Uh-huh.
rude isn't even the word. It's
How
like
far away?
2 hours.
Oh, that.
Yeah, I drove 2 hours for this.
Mm-mm.
And she was rude, she was condescending. Um, she was like, I was trying to be like, hey, I have like riding experience. Like I've ridden like a majority of my life and everything. And she was like, do you ride? And I was like, yes, I have riding. She goes, no, do you ride? And I was like, yeah. The moment I got there and pulled up, they were like, you're late. You need to like get moving. You're holding everyone up.
What?
I was 3 minutes late.
Sorry that traffic was worse than you expected?
It
Like,
was raining. And
yeah,
I
it's gonna
left
be bad.
30 minutes earlier than I should have,
Mhm.
according to my GPS. And it's just
Yeah.
like, and then so like, I'm sitting on my horse and I'm waiting with my friends. So I'm trying to like help my one friend to be like, hey, like, you gotta like squeeze your thighs and like kick them in their ribs if you want them to like move forward. I was like, they're not gonna like just move. You know what I mean? Like you can't just like, yeah, and like that's a movie thing. That's not a
Yeah.
real thing.
Yeah.
Um, and so like she like leads one of my other friends in on a horse. She comes over to me and like so like my so if this is my ankle, my foot is like this, right? And she
Mhm.
comes over and she like slams my foot down and she's like, you need pointed, bend your ankles, pointed toes, heels down. I thought you said you ride. And I like, so like I'm like sitting like this and I just go, I tore my ligament in this ankle. I can't bend it any further.
Mhm.
And she's like, oh, I don't know, maybe don't touch people.
Yeah. The fuck?
Like
And that's
I don't
strictly the owner doing that?
like, not just the owner, all of her employees there are as rude as her.
I thought she said the attendees were fine.
Like us, like the people that
Oh, you're
attended
talking
the
about okay, the
event.
actual people that paid. Okay. I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about the people, like, attending to y'all on the horses. That's what I thought you guys were talking about. Okay.
No. And mind you, most of these girls have never been on a horse before. They've never ridden. And they're yelling at them. They're like, we said single file line. Get your horse behind this other one. It is a horse.
Mhm.
It is a living creature with a brain.
Mhm.
Even I know a single file line. Yes, you can do that. I'm not saying that you can't,
Mhm.
but it is going to be a little tricky with a bunch of people who have never been on a horse before,
Yeah.
that don't know all of the commands and who don't even know. Like our one friend was like really scared to like kick the horse. And I had to be like, no, like it's fine. Like you have to like, when I say lightly kick, like you would kick a soccer ball when you're trying to get it down the field. Like you're not like full blown, like forceful kicking it, but you lightly tap it and you squeeze your
Yeah.
thighs and it moves forward.
Yeah. So you're just passing it to like a friend, basically passing the soccer ball to one
Yeah,
of your
basically, yeah.
teammates.
But there's like a little bit of distance between you guys.
Yeah,
So you gotta like, you can't just like lightly tap it, but you gotta like, put some force behind it, but you're not like
yeah,
punching it across the field.
yeah. Because I mean, horses have a shit ton of muscle too.
They're like 15 to 16 hands. Like they're not tiny creatures.
Mhm,
So like you got to put some force behind it. There's
mhm,
a whole reason why spurs exist. And before anybody tries to get in these goddamn comments, spurs aren't even sharp.
mhm.
Anyways, I'm sorry. That whole debate of like using spurs on a horse is animal cruelty. I can roll them bitches across my face and be fine.
Mhm.
They're not sharp.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but did you show me about? No, it was I think it was Jessica that showed me about the Crocs boots,
I did see those.
and you saw the spurs on those too. That was so dumb. And it comes with like a sheriff badge for like one of the fucking things.
Yeah.
I was just like, bro, that is so stupid. Oh
Listen, the
my
farm that I
god.
used to ride at, if I even attempted to walk up in them bitches, they would have looked
Mhm,
at me like you have lost your damn mind.
mhm,
Um, but it's like I I miss riding. I miss riding so much, but I'm not going to a place to be coddled.
yeah.
I probably have more experience than you. Like, let's be honest.
With riding, yeah, 100%. I've never been riding.
Well, not you, but like the people that are like
Oh,
there. Like, oh, and that's the other thing. So we're all talking, like we're all sitting in a circle talking as they're like calling us to get like their things and everything, and they're collecting our legal forms. That was the other thing that made me really upset was like the way that she like. I get there and I like get the form right to
mhm,
like start signing because I'm like, okay, this is the standard legal jargon. If you get injured, blah blah. Basically, like, if you get injured, die, or anything happens to you, you're not going to sue us. You understand, like. Getting on a living, breathing animal, there is dangers that come with
mhm,
this. Like they have a mind of their own. And like while I was waiting, my horse got spooked by something and literally started to like move, and like if any of the other girls would have been on her, they would have panicked, but I immediately went down and grabbed my reins and made sure that I was aware of what the horse was doing.
mhm,
Cuz I wasn't holding my reins at the time because we were just standing there. Um But it was like, she's like, this is a legal document that you are signing. And I'm like, aware.
I
She's like,
wonder if
stop
she's had
filling it out. We need to go over this. What do I need to go over? I
yeah,
understand what I'm signing. I
yeah.
am 26 years old.
I'm wondering if she's had, like, experience with past people that's, like, been, like, they sign the document, and then they get injured, and they still try to sue and shit like that,
These are the
or
most docile horses I've ever met in my life.
yeah, but I don't know, I mean, I've never been horseback riding, but I probably
I don't know.
also will never
It
go
was like
horseback riding.
it was one of the worst experiences of my life.
Mhm,
Like, I'll be so straight up with you. And it's like the lady at the back was like, "Are we having fun?" And it's like we were all like, "Whoa, yay!" And it's like in the back of our head, we're like, "No."
mhm.
And
Y'all
like they're like,
suck.
and they're telling us of like their other things, and we're like, "Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna come back." Like blah 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 blah. I like my one of my friends was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come back for this ride because that sounds so much fun." And I was like, "Girl, let me know when you coming because I'm gonna come with you." As soon as they like we were like they were like, okay, bye. And like they went to go grab like the horses and put them out to pasture and everything. We all looked at each other and we're like, never fucking again.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck? No.
that's wild, bro. Did
Like, be
you
aware, like the way it's the way that they were talking
mhm,
from the jump. Like when I say like I pulled up, opened my door, and was immediately like, you're late. You're
yeah,
holding everyone up. You have things that you need to sign and get done. And I'm
mhm,
like, okay, can I get out of my car first?
yeah,
Like, I literally just turned my car off. Can I get out of my car before you start yelling at me? Because the time that was discussed was a 1 p.m. ride and getting there between 12:30 and 12:45 to do legal documents.
mhm,
Not the ride starts at 12:30.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
take long to sign legal documents, I feel like.
It doesn't. I don't know. It was really bad.
I mean,
Like,
did your friend name drop them or no?
I don't think so. Let me see. Let me check.
I'm not saying you should name drop
She
them, but
did. She did.
alright, I don't think you should name drop them right now, but, like, you should let me know later so I can leave just a random review. And be
I will
like,
let
"Y'all were terrible." No, I'm
No,
just
but they were. It's like you don't talk to people that way. You
Yeah.
don't treat people
No,
that
yeah, yeah,
way.
yeah. For sure.
And it's like, why are you putting your hands on me?
Mhm,
Honestly, I wasn't paying attention. She scared me.
mhm,
And you know me, when I get scared and somebody's touching me and I'm scared, I'm quick to like self-defense first.
mhm,
Like, what are you like? Oh my God. So the prime example that I have of this is when I was a server, I used to put my book in between like, and I didn't have an apron. I put it in my like the back of my pants and I'd hold it
mhm.
there just because like bending and everything it just made sense for me. I
Yeah.
had my book in the back of my pants one day and my friend noticed that my book was falling out and went to shove it into my pants for me. And I turned around and stepped on his foot and he literally had to like catch my wrist because I was ready to punch him in the face. Like,
Doesn't surprise me.
but it's like that's my reaction
Yeah,
when somebody touches me and I'm not aware that somebody is going to be touching me.
which I feel like should definitely be a normal reaction
Because
for
why are you
anybody.
touching me?
Yeah,
With him, he told me, he was like, your book's about to fall. Like, I'm so sorry. Next time I'll announce myself. He
yeah,
was like, but your book's about to fall. And I know that's where you keep all of your tips at.
yeah.
He's like, so I didn't want that to be a thing.
Oh, so you guys never had to do, like, shared tips or anything like that and then split it at the end of the night?
So we didn't do shared tips, but we had to do payouts for the bartender and the busboys.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Got you.
Yeah.
Hmm, interesting.
Because we all had our own tables.
You would
But
think that bartenders would, like, get their own separate tips or something, I don't
they
know.
do get their own separate tips.
Wait, so then why'd you guys have to It's because of all the drinks that you gotta bring to
Yep.
the table?
Yep.
If it's, like, a mixed drink?
hmm If we
That's so
ordered
dumb.
anything from the bar, if any of our
That's so
tables
dumb.
ordered anything from the bar, we had to give them, and I think it was like 5% of our tips went to the bar, 5% of our tips went to the busboy and the hostess. So like the busboy and the hostess had to split.
I don't understand why, like
Mind you, the busboy and the hostess made minimum wage.
that's what I'm, like, confused about. Why are they getting tips if they're making more?
Why am I having
Like,
to pay them? Part
'cause
of
I'm
my
pretty sure
tips,
servers were getting, like, way below minimum wage at least, like, maybe half of what the
$3.
number is,
I was making $3 an hour.
and then you had the tips.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yep.
That's wild to me.
Yep. Good old America.
I think it was just a restaurant corporation
I mean,
in
tipping
general.
isn't really a thing in other countries.
No, it's not. It's just well, I guess okay. So I guess it would just be us though,
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like, I know it can be like what, considered disrespectful in some other countries
Mhm.
too,
Yeah.
but like,
In Japan, especially,
yeah,
it's seen as like a slap in the face
which I don't fully understand why, but
because so it's seen as they're like the owner of the restaurant and the owner of like that like place isn't paying their employees properly. It's almost seen as like a handout, like pity.
okay. I guess that makes sense. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. I thought it
Yeah.
was gonna be like I thought you were about to say that, like, it's disrespectful because then it's like, "Oh, well, they're not making enough ends meet." Like, not just the servers, but the restaurant itself, you know?
Well, that too, yeah.
I thought that's what it was going to be like entailing or something.
Yeah, it's basically seen as like, in other countries, it's basically seen as like they can't like provide for their employees.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not able to give them like a livable wage. And it's like, wow,
I mean, that's what
must
it
be
is here.
nice. But it's
What
like
it
they
is here.
also recognize, because the thing that I hate that's said here is like, oh, why do you need to be making a livable wage at McDonald's? That's a teenager's job. Who do you think is working at McDonald's at 12:30 p.m. a.m. p.m. No, p.m. in the middle of a Tuesday? It's definitely not
Yeah,
a high
because
schooler.
yeah, not even AM though too.
Yeah, even
It ain't
a.m.
gonna be a high school either.
They can't.
Honestly, because
In the
they
state
have
of Maryland,
curfews.
they can't.
Yeah,
We have
curfew is like
curfews.
9 o'clock or something.
10.
You can't be working. I thought it was
10.
9.
They moved it to 10.
Okay, so you
Actually,
can't
no,
work past.
I think working is 9 because you have to be home
Yeah,
by 10.
yeah, that because you can't be driving on the streets past 10
Past
o'clock
10, yeah.
unless it was like I think unless you were on your way and you lived like more than an hour away or
Yeah.
something like that, and
Yeah.
then you had a reason you were headed home anyways. So,
Yeah.
but like
Or
other
if
than
like you
that,
were like doing night driving and your parent was in the car with you.
yeah, like that's different. But yeah, most people like all those 24-hour like places because Walmart even used to be 24 hours and shit like that. Like retail places, people think that that's fucking teenage jobs or really young adults and everything like that. But what do you think managers are
Also, but
usually?
here's
And
my thing. Why do young adults not deserve to have a livable wage?
mhm,
When I was in college, I worked 3 different jobs just to make ends meet, and my rent was paid for.
mhm.
Like that was just my life expenses.
Yeah, I was paying for
Trying to
school out
get
of
like
pocket with that
food.
shit.
Like
Yeah.
why did I was going to college.
Mhm.
I was doing school full time and working 3 separate jobs. Why was I not allowed to work one job and make enough? Like I hate the people that are like, "Oh, back in my day, I worked 40 hours a week and went to school full time." Yeah, you went to work for 40 hours a week when making minimum wage was a livable wage.
Yeah,
Shove it up
because
your ass.
now you need to be working like at least 80 hours a week basically to
Mhm.
make a livable wage, which is
I
not healthy.
I have a very good job.
Mhm.
Okay? I have a very, very good job and a very
I'm
good
trying to
paying
get a
job as
very good
well. Me and Lonnie both have really good paying jobs. In the state of Maryland, we are below the poverty line.
job. Mhm.
I cannot afford to buy a house.
Yeah, it's a little insane.
I think, hold on. Yearly.
I mean, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get into a livable job. That's why I'm fucking, going crazy with this shit. Which is why my other stuff has been slacking lately,
Um,
which is crazy. Because earlier this year, I probably wouldn't have done that.
the middle class in Maryland is between 196 and 260.
Who the fuck's making that?
Not me.
Who's making 196 and 260?
Montgomery County. It's
That's
the
middle class?
you have to think it's the richest county in Maryland. And hold on. And then you have like
Mm-hmm.
mm, yeah, it is.
Since when?
Montgomery County is always
I thought Fredericks. Is Fredericks in Montgomery?
Fredericksburg. Oh,
No,
it's
not
Howard County
Fredericksburg.
now.
Fredericks. Fredericksburg is Virginia. Fredericks is Maryland.
Well, Howard County is the
Where the fuck is Howard County?
The median household of Howard is almost 180K.
That's still not me. That's
You have to think about
middle
the
class.
right.
It's still
Where
10,000 under the bare minimum for middle class.
Howard County is under Carroll. It's next to Frederick, right above DC.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be like I thought it was gonna be somewhere by Fredericks because Fredericks has like an insane amount of shit going on over there.
Yeah, but that's their median income. I think that's just like
I wish,
ridiculous.
I wish that was my income. 180K a year. Wish that was my income. Maybe one day. Not really. I think the best I'll probably get is like maybe 110 if I'm lucky.
You would need a household income of 170K to earn this distinction, to earn the distinction of becoming middle class.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna be lower class my entire life.
Do you know how sad that is?
I don't think that's that sad, honestly. I'm okay with being lower class. I feel like we live better lives.
Probably.
At least we're not as ungrateful, maybe, or stuck up,
Uh,
maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that is a little sad just because.
I think, I think it's better to start as lower class though, and work your way up because then you have more of an appreciation for your money.
Yeah, but the thing is, DJ, growing up, we weren't lower class. Well, yeah, slightly. We were lower middle class, but we weren't considered poverty, and now we're considered poverty.
Yeah.
I was considered poverty for a little bit of my childhood. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I got really excited when I got noodles with butter and some hot dogs.
Yeah.
I told Lonnie about that once.
Hmm.
He had no idea what I was talking about.
Really?
He's like, I've never had that a day in my life. I said, oh, you're growing up poor, my growing up poor were two different things.
Bruh. Cup of noodles is so good.
I was like, I lived off of ramen. I said I was really happy when I got spaghetti.
Yeah. Cup of noodles, so good. Um, honestly, uh, spaghetti with hot dogs, so
Yep.
good.
So,
Sometimes what's weird, I
do you still
think I
make them
think
sometimes?
I think we used ketchup instead of like salt, like salsa or not salsa, marinara before. I think we had to use ketchup instead
I
of
don't I don't think I've ever used ketchup,
I
but I
think.
was
I don't remember,
I
but
do.
that was a good meal. It was a
It
good meal.
was a good meal. Oh,
Like
I
I'm
love
not gonna downplay that meal, bro. Like it may sound like a poor meal, but like it's a good
it's a good
meal.
meal.
Like don't knock it till you try it. You know,
Bro, grilled cheese days.
hit different,
So
especially if you
good.
got a little bit in like lunch meat in there too.
Bro, the
That was
days you had
hitting.
bologna,
Yeah, and shit was so.
game changer.
I haven't had bologna
Game
in so
changer.
long though.
I
Like
haven't
I
had
used to have
bologna.
it so
Listen,
often.
I ate bologna so much as a child.
Yeah, I kind of just don't like it anymore
I don't
sometimes.
either.
Yeah, like, I'd be eating that, like, 4 times a day sometimes, and nah, like, I would just eat the slices of bologna.
Same.
Like, that's why I'm like, I don't know if I can have bologna no more," don't get me wrong, like, it's not like we didn't, have good meals, like, fulfilling meals or anything like
We
that.
had no, but
Yeah,
it's just like the struggle bus meals that you had to have.
yeah, sometimes, like, you just had
It,
I feel like most people will have that sometimes, you know?
yeah, Lonnie's struggle bus meals and my struggle bus meals were just not the same.
Nah.
My my one friend likes to be like, "Oh, you guys have rich." To me and her husband, she likes to go, "Oh, rich kid activities," because my dad used to take me to Disney World all the time. And so to his parents, my dad, not my mother, my father. My father who was with Verizon, who is still with Verizon.
I hate
So
you.
it's like I had two very different parents at two different levels. Like my
Yeah.
mom had just gotten out of the military.
Yeah.
And so she was just starting her career with the State Department. So she was not there. And then my dad was working with Verizon and had been working with Verizon for a little bit. So he was like, there were two different areas. Also, like my dad didn't have as many bills as my mom had because of me. But on top of that, my first cousin, my dad's first cousin, her dad lives in Florida. And so we got basically stays for free. We got tickets for free. Our tickets weren't free, but we like
Tickets were cheaper back then, though. Too.
tickets were a lot cheaper back then, but also you didn't have your whole face with your ticket. So you could take your ticket outside and hand it to other people and come in.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what we did all the time.
Yeah.
So like we weren't that was the poor way to get into Disney. Anyways, my friend, back to my story. My friend likes to like say like, "Oh, rich kid activities." Because of that whole time, this girl within like not even like 2 hours later, she goes, "Oh yeah, I never worry about my credit score because my parents buy all of our houses."
You.
I was like, "Are you say rich kid activities to me?
Yeah.
I wish my mom would buy me a house."
What the hell?
So the house that she lived in Florida, her mom bought that house. Like I wish.
Your friend.
Kid activities.
I
But my
hate your
parents
friend.
buy all my houses for me.
I hate your friend, bruh. Your friend sucks.
I was like, okay. Okay.
Your friend's awful. I hate your friend. I'm sorry.
Well, you're gonna meet her.
And I'm gonna tell her I hate her to her face. I'm like, don't ever talk about rich kid problems, you fucking asshole. All right? Fucking give
But
me a house.
the only basis she has on the whole rich kid activities is going to Disney.
Which back then was not a rich kid thing.
It was an everyone thing.
Yeah, like I've been to Disney all of one time. And I was like 5. I couldn't even go on any of the rides.
So I saw a statistic the other day. It says most people in their average life only go to Disney like 2 to 3 times in their lifespan.
How many times, Taylor?
I think I stopped going when I was like 14.
How many times, Taylor?
I went every
How
year
many times?
till I was like 14.
Once a year or twice a year?
Once a year.
So 14 times.
But we went multiple days.
So 28 times? Or are we talking
Like we would spend a week down there and we would split it between Universal and Disney.
I've been to Universal one time in my entire life as well. I've gone to Six Flags more than I've gone to anywhere else. I have never been to Busch Gardens.
Oh, and then I went again last year with Shannon and Lonnie. We went to Universal and Disney.
Taylor, I've been to King's Dominion maybe 5 times my entire life. Maybe
I've
6
been to King's
times.
Dominion more than that.
I've gone to King's Dominion maybe 6 times in my entire life.
They took away the volcano.
I don't fucking care right now. Anyways, they're also putting in a dope ass ride. That's why.
Yeah, well, no, the volcano's been gone for a minute. But last time I went, I saw that they are putting in a new ride. I'm kind of excited.
I'm ready for that shit.
Yeah.
I think it's coming out next year. So I'm ready for that shit. I've never been to Busch Gardens. Never.
I've been to Busch Gardens, I think, like 2 or 3 times.
I've only been to the Six Flags that is near us. I have not been to the New Jersey one.
I've only been to the New Jersey one.
Anyways, I've been to Disney World.
I'm sorry, my parents loved me and wouldn't want me to go to the one near us.
My parents loved me too, but we couldn't afford that shit.
Oh,
We
we
didn't
just drove.
we dude, there's how many time Taylor, do you wanna be in a car ride with little kids for 7 hours? Or
My
6
dad.
hours or 4 hours or whatever?
It's like 3 hours.
There and then back.
Okay, there is the problem. Back, not so much because everybody passes out.
Yeah, but, like, you still got so my little
Yeah, but there's
sisters
too many of y'all, so that's the difference.
yeah, there's a
My dad
shit ton
only
of
had
us.
me.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of us. Like, bruh, too many sisters.
My dad only had me. So my dad, like my uncle, my dad's first cousin, her son, who we went to
Mhm,
Disney with all the time, and me, we'd always go up to the Six Flags up there. I went recently with my little brothers, and it was their first time being able to ride like real roller coasters.
mhm,
Coasters.
mhm,
And like I remember when I was finally able to get on like the big kid roller coasters, like my dad could not get me off of them. Whereas like they're finally able to ride the big kid roller coasters and they're like, no.
mhm.
I'm like, what? I don't know. Maybe I'm just built different. We got
No,
like similar gene. Listen, listen, if we're gonna be completely honest, I think the difference in the DNA.
maybe. I still hate you.
Blame my father, not me.
Still hate you.
I was about to
I
say
mean,
just have your dad take you, but your dad also has all of your siblings as well.
I don't think my dad would take me.
No, I'm saying like I was about to be like, why didn't your dad just take you? But
My dad was overseas.
well, not only that, but like your siblings would still have to go.
Yeah.
Like it's not like your siblings and you aren't full siblings.
Yeah. Yeah. There's literally only 4 of my siblings that aren't full siblings.
None of my siblings are full siblings.
Like, but okay, to be fair, technically 2 of them aren't actually, like, related by anything. But, like, I still consider well, I guess 3 of them actually aren't related by anything, but I still consider them all siblings. But, yeah, 4 fucking biological sisters, which I'm not complaining about. Not complaining about, guys. Right?
Yes, he is.
2
Beat him up.
stepsisters, 2 sisters that are, just I've known for so long. And then a brother that I've known for so long too, and that's it.
I got two sisters that I've known since I was 2 that are
Mhm,
not blood related. I have a stepsister and a stepbrother. And then
mhm,
I have my 2 half siblings, which are my little brothers. I don't care that they're actually half siblings. They're my brothers.
mhm.
But I don't have any full siblings.
I technically have 9. Si well, I guess if you consider his entire family, that means
No,
that
because that's alone with just your full biological and his full biological. That's 10 in total.
yeah, and then plus another 4 added on basically because of the stepsisters, and then you and,
Yep, that's 14.
14 siblings. God, whoever my future girlfriend is gonna love me. They're gonna be like, "You have too big of a family. I don't think we should ever talk to each other ever again. Like, I don't wanna meet all of your family ever. Please, no,
No family reunions.
no." Why do I have such a big family?
I also have a big family.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm planning to go get my motorcycle's license for my birthday so that
Mhm.
after the wedding I can get a bike.
Well, it was nice knowing you. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Fuck.
Have
You're
you
so
ever ridden a motorcycle?
No. I've been on them though my entire life. But my friend, so my friend rides who lives up here, and
Mhm.
she's been like, you need to get one, you need to get one, you need to get one. I said, teach me how to ride. I'll do
I
it.
would try riding on a dirt bike first.
Yeah, that's what most people do.
Yeah. I
I'm
would say
not
try
going
that
to.
shit first. Well,
I don't know anyone with
alright,
a dirt
sure.
bike.
Huh?
I don't know anyone with a dirt bike.
Does nobody in your family, like, have a lot of land or anything?
People in my family have a lot of land. None of my people in my family ride a dirt bike.
Why does nobody have a dirt bike in your family for a lot of land? I feel like you should get a lot of land and then get a dirt bike or a four-wheeler or, like
Okay, so speaking of dirt bikes, I was driving to my photo shoot for the new photos of me and Lonnie the other day,
Mm,
and I drove past this one house. They had a dirt bike course
yeah,
in
that's what
there.
I would like
Like,
as well.
I was like, oh, you're rich, rich. You got money, money.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes.
no,
Them, not you.
no,
Yes,
not even them.
yes, them. They got
No,
money, money.
because technically you just need, like, the land, and then you could
No,
have
they
technically a
they also
small
had like
house.
a big house of like
Okay.
fenced in pool, like
Alright, okay. That makes alright.
yeah, no, it
But,
wasn't
like,
just the
you
dirt
could
bike.
have, like, the entire like, course and then, like, just have a shack for a house because 'cause you're, like, satisfied with that, you know what I mean?
Don't do that.
What?
Don't live in a shack so you can have a dirt bike course.
Dude, whatever brings them pleasure.
I'm talking about you.
Me? No, I wouldn't do that. I plan on having I already told you what I wanna do.
I still want to buy in on that.
I told you, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the land or not yet, like, letting people, like, buy parts of the land or if I'm gonna try to keep it all under one name the entire time. But
What was that noise?
what noise?
The ding?
Not on my end.
Okay. I don't care. I told you like if I want to be a part of it.
Mhm. I don't know. I gotta see because, like I said, it's gonna be the land, and I still am gonna wanna do stuff with it first, and then, like I think what I'm gonna do first is I'll build my house there first, then build, like, the gym/community center type thing that has I'm literally gonna be building a neighborhood, basically. But it's gonna strictly be, like, family and friends, and that's it. The HOA, yeah, the leader of it, me. I'm
Okay.
just joking.
Completely off topic. But
We've been off topic. What topic?
the topic that we were just on.
We have not had a designated topic this entire time. We've just been
When do we ever have a
ranting.
designated topic?
When we did the Reddit stories, you had a designated topic.
That is true.
Yeah.
Um so Rhea Ripley and Liv McIntyre, whatever her last name is, WWE. They had their rematch. Well, their co-ed tag team.
Mm,
First of all, Judgment Day came in to like disrupt the match to back up like Liv and Dom, right?
mhm,
And Liv and Dom still lost and got their asses handed to them. So to start off, it started right and everything. And hold on,
You
who's
said
the other?
WWE? We're talking about the, like, the wrestling thing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy? I don't watch that.
So Damien was fighting Dom,
Mhm,
and then Dom tagged in Liv. And Liv immediately walked up to Damien and was like getting in his face, and he like put his hand in her face, and she's like, "Oh wow, wow, wow." He backs away, right? As he's backing away, smack! Rhea Ripley drop kicks Liv. Both legs drop kicks her to the ground, and that's how the match started. And it didn't end any better.
bruh.
I
What a way to start.
right?
What a way to fucking
And
start that
then
match.
so Liv and Dom are Judgment Day.
Oh.
That's what it was. So Judgment Day comes out like towards the end of the match to try to help Dom and Liv, right?
hmm
First of all, Rhea beats up one of the dudes from Judgment Day. Dominic beats up like 3 more of them plus Dom.
hmm
And then like Liv, basically it's the women's like setup. Liv and Rhea are fighting. Rhea was getting her butt handed to her just a little bit. And Liv is too busy like glaring at Damien because he just like laid Dom out, right?
hmm
And he's like staring back. And Rhea's like prowling up behind Liv.
hmm
And Damien just starts pointing behind her. And Liv, you see it in Liv's face, and she's like staring at him, and she like starts to like use the rope to get herself up. She stands up and she turns around and she faces Rhea. And there's like a good head difference between the height of these two, right?
hmm
Liv gets her ass handed to her. Rhea has this move called Riptide, right? Where basically she like so this arm goes in between the legs
hmm
and she grabs it, and then this arm would go behind her and she lifts you up in a cradle position and then slams you down on your back.
mm
So, and then the way that hold on, I have to find a picture of this because the way that Rhea pins people down is,
Has like the WWE been like coming back like in full force or something?
yeah,
Where it's like crazy now?
yeah.
Mm. I don't know. I had heard that like Logan Paul was in it, and I'm just like, all right, I still don't like that guy. So,
So, this is an old photo of Rhea. She has black hair now and everything, but
hmm
this is an old photo of how she pins people down.
oh Jesus,
Very mommy. Very
very Resident Evil like 7 vibe or 8 vibes.
yeah,
From what's her name?
there's another one.
She gives off what's her name like vibes, bro. Like I can't remember what her name is from that everybody like Madam Dama whatever whatever her name was.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, is giving off Madam
Oh, from the
from Resident
the
Evil Village.
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta figure out the name of her.
Anyways, so yeah, everybody was like going crazy over that.
Yeah.
It was a good match. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but the way, listen, everybody refers to her as a mom, as mommy, anyways. But like the
hmm
way she pins people down. We were watching the match, and Lonnie looked at me. He was like, "Okay, Taylor, you can close your mouth now." And I was like, "Can I? Or do I need to sit here and stare?" Because, like, hello, hi, please
That's wild that you just did that.
take that out.
Nope, I'm leaving that shit in.
No,
That thing in, bro. That's wild.
whatever,
That's wild.
whatever.
Uh, Madam Dem Demetris, whatever, Demetris, or something. I can't I can't remember how to say that name. Like it's in front of me, and I just can't. No, I don't know how to spell it or say it properly.
You mean Mother Miranda?
No, Lady Alicina Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village.
The tall one with the hat, right?
Yeah,
How do you say that?
it's saying it's Dimitrescu.
Dimitrescu.
Yeah, Dimitrescu.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I
Lady
see it.
Dimitrescu.
I see it.
But yeah, that's the vibe she's giving me.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Like it looks like she's going for that look for sure. But
Very gothic, very like
Mhm.
muscle mommy, very,
Yeah.
I can rip you in half without even blinking an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Very hot, very sexy, very demure, very mindful.
Please never do the whole demure shit. Please never do that. Demure. Like stop now, please.
Very demure, very mindful.
All right, and that's gonna do it for us. This shit. You'll never see me on this
Shit on
podcast
mouth.
again because it's apparently too demure.
That's a lie. You'll see him next week.
I'm gonna think about the demure probably.
Lonnie hates it when I say that so much.
I hate people that say demure. I'm like, all right, that's enough of that.
He's like, that's not even what that word means. And I'm like, I'm aware, but it pisses you off. So
I'm just done with that trend. I'm like, all right, chill out. Like, what do people do? They're like, so fancy, so demure or whatever, something like that.
it's very demure, very mindful.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
I literally just said it multiple times.
Yeah, I don't pay attention. That's how much I don't pay attention. When people say demure, I just am like, my mind goes blank, and I'm just like, all right, nope, we're done with that bullshit. But yeah,
Well,
this is gonna be a long episode.
it is. Well, sorry, I got distracted. Hi, hello, welcome.
How are
This,
you?
I'm doing amazing.
Okay.
This is all that we have for you this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's very chaotic, very unplanned, very,
Yeah, as you can tell, we had no schedule for this. We had no topics for sure. We just went. What'd you just say to me?
I didn't say anything.
Did you say demure?
No.
Did you like you're literally like saying the word without saying the word? Are you kidding me right now?
Anyways, catch us next Wednesday at 12.
Your
And
demure ass.
I just want to say thank you for everyone for allowing us our little breaky break while I had a mental breakdown about school.
Yeah, and for yeah. Like I'm sorry for the chaos this
Bye.
episode. Bye.